Shalom, shalom, extended Triumph and Truth family from around the world. G. Stephen Simons here, and I just wanted to take a moment and give you an update on what Triumph and Truth Ministries has been doing since Sukkot. Many of you know that we had a wonderful Sukkot celebration in Lake Tawakoni, which is just east of Dallas. I spoke over a dozen times and we talked about the end time events, what to look for and how to be prepared for them. We also water immersed somewhere around 30 people, I believe it was. Just after that, we went back on the road and we were looking for our Goshen. You know, we preach and we teach people that they should find their Goshen and get there. Find that piece of property that's away from the large cities. We want to get out of those highly populated areas where the controllers are going to be controlling the masses during the tribulation period and get to a place out on the land where you can begin to grow your own food and have a respectful relationship with livestock and be able to be self-sustaining. And so we are doing it as well. We're going out and looking for that piece of property. And so we left Texas. We went up through Oklahoma and Colorado and Wyoming and up into Idaho, and we spent a little bit of time in Washington State. And we were up on the Canadian border, real close to it, up in the Pacific Northwest. And we were at an RV park there, and we ran into a brother by the name of Francisco. And Francisco had been reading what Yeshua taught about the end times, and he noticed that Yeshua said that when you see the abomination that lays waste, then head for the mountains. And he took that literally. He sold his possessions there in California and went into the mountains of the Pacific Northwest. And we ran into our brother Francisco and had a wonderful time in discussion with him there. And we found out later that his wife had been watching our videos. And so we know that Yah is moving mightily by His Spirit all across this land and around the world, and people are receiving the message and they are taking the measures necessary to be prepared for the tribulation that is to come. And so we want to encourage you to do that as well. But that's what we've been doing. We've been looking for property. We've been finding Goshen. And by the way, I made a number of videos as we were traveling about, and I'm going to start posting one video a week just so that you get a sense of where we've been and what we've looked at and what our heart is and what the heart of the ministry is. And so now we're back in Texas for just a short period, and we're going to be leaving here as Yah leads. We're following the cloud and the fire, and as Yah leads by His Spirit, we're going to be heading out through Arkansas and through Tennessee and West Virginia, and we're probably going to pass through Virginia and Georgia. Well, we're going to go through North Carolina and South Carolina, and then Georgia, and then over into Florida and throughout the South over the next several months, Yah willing. And so I want to encourage you, if you're in one of those states and you would like to hear the message, you'd like to have some time of fellowship with us, you'd like to be water immersed in the name Yeshua, then contact us at info@triumphandtruth.global and let us know what state that you're in the South and that you'd like to get connected with us. And maybe there are other people that you know about who would also like to have some fellowship, like to have some teaching, like to be water immersed. We're just going to allow this segment of our journey, so to speak, to be very organic, be led of the Spirit of Yah. And wherever we go, if there are people in that state who'd like to get together, who'd like to hear the message, who'd like to be water immersed, then we want to set a date and a time and a place and meet up with you and have wonderful ministry and do the work of the reign of Elohim. And so we just want to encourage you along those lines. Again, we're going to be in Texas just for a little bit longer. So if you're here in Texas and you want to be water immersed, let us know. Send us an email at info@triumphandtruth.global. Let us know where you are in the state of Texas, and we will labor in prayer and in effort to be able to meet up with you, to water immerse you, especially if there are others who want to join you as well. We're going to be going through Arkansas. We're going to be going, y'all willing, through Tennessee. And we're going to be going into West Virginia. And then we're going to kind of turn a little bit, and we're going to go south through Virginia and North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. Now, this is all y'all willing, as you know. And then into Florida for a season. And then we may come back through Alabama and Mississippi and Louisiana and back to Texas in the spring. And then we're off again finding Goshen. Now, I want to ask you to do something for us. Many of you are already praying for this ministry. And that is the most wonderful, the most powerful, beautiful thing that you could do for this ministry, because you believe that Yah has called us. You believe that He's spoken His word to us. He's given us His vision. And we are out proclaiming the good news of Yeshua and Teshuvah, which means to turn to the Master in obedience, and Yeshua's lifestyle of Torah in every state of the United States. This is a season when Yah says, I want a witness. I want the people of the United States to be witnessed to. And I'll tell you why I believe that is. Because I believe judgment is coming. And the people of the United States, this nation, must perform teshuvah. It must leave behind its sinful lifestyle, turn to the Master in obedience to Torah. If we don't do that, then it appears the United States will go the way of all the other empires and nations who turn their back on Elohim. And we don't want that to happen. We leave that in Yah's hands. But we are to go to every state and proclaim this good news message of Yeshua, Teshuvah, and Yeshua's lifestyle of Torah. And since we left, I left Texas in May of the last civil year. And since then, I have been through 13 states. And let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. Ministry finds us in every state we go to. We don't have to spend hours organizing and hours trying to get people to help us put together a gathering or a meeting of some sort, because ministry finds us. People who are of like precious belief, or people who are hungry for the truth, they find us. And so thank you for praying for us. Keep praying for us. Keep on praying and asking the Father to anoint us, to lead us, and for ministry to continue to happen. And I just want to say, I praise Yah for your concern and compassion toward hurting people across this country and around the world, because we send these videos out around the world every week. Thank you for being a part of this ministry, for riding along with us, for walking with us, for helping us, because every person who believes in Yeshua, every person who submits to water immersion, every person who receives the want to heart and the power to by receiving the Spirit of Yah. Yah gives the Spirit of Yah to those believers. He puts His Spirit in us. Every person whose life is transformed, you had a part in it, and you will be blessed with the reward of it. And praise Yah, we're going to continue to move forward. We have a lot of exciting things that are happening in the very near future. You're going to be seeing a lot more of us, hearing a lot more from us. We have been traveling. We're going to continue to travel, but we're going to be posting regularly. And we are so glad that you are with us, walking with us, and supporting this ministry by prayer and by your financial support. So we praise Yah for you. We bless you and your family. May Yah be with you and strengthen you and guide you and give you shalom. Hallelujah.